Hey, Coach, just talk about Chelsea's defensive play there a little bit. I mean, she's able to poke it away. I mean, she had 33 and she had a great night getting to the basket and getting the line, but big defensive play to kind of and then come down and make the free throws to put it away finally.
Yeah, we decided to go double team the ball, so I told Amber just to find a spot and tell Chelsea to stay on the ball there, and Chelsea was going to come, or Amber was going to come double, and they just kept the kid in front. You know, Briggs is obviously a heck of a player, and you know it was going to her, and if it forced her to throw it to somebody else and that kid hit a big one, okay, so be it. But we thought about doing that a little bit earlier in the game, but you know we were 3 possessions ahead this game instead of just 2 or 1, and I thought that was a big play by Amber and Chelsea together, and the defense on them in the first half was big as well.
Coach, congratulations on the win tonight. Chelsea had a great game, 17 for 17 at the line. Can you tell me how you feel about her performance and what she means to your program?
Well, I'll work backwards. You know, she was the kid that kind of believed in us before it was cool to believe in us, came over, has accepted a role that is hard to accept. You know, it's not easy being the player we throw it to a bunch when we need a bucket and have to deliver time and time again. But she's done that repeatedly. She's really improved her defense. She's really improved her being a teammate. She's become easier to coach every single year, and is just she's going to leave a legacy here. You know, obviously in the record books, but also in how she's been able to raise our team profile. And you know the way that she plays around, that we've got good balance again tonight. We got 5 people within, or 6 people within double figures there. Now that I look at that, so or no, that's just 5, I guess. But that's who she is and who she's developed into and who she's grown into.
Hayden, go ahead.
Coach, you talked about your team's confidence this week. How much is this win just a nice little confidence booster to get ready for South Carolina?
Massive, because we did talk about it. And to get it back, I thought we played with a lot of confidence at times. You know, even when they would go on their runs, there wasn't any panic. We had a couple of possessions where we got a little bit frustrated, but in a possession game that's got that many in it, we can live with a couple of those. But you know, looking at it in that 6-game segment, you know, with at South Carolina kind of finishing that 6 games, we knew the magnitude that this one had. 2 and 3? 2 and 3 is so different than 1 and 4. So different. It mathematically is not, but the way you feel. It earned them a day off tomorrow, which that was the loudest cheer of the night, I think, was when I told them that. They certainly did play with some confidence at times, but I thought we had better poise than we've had maybe with this team all year long.
Russell, go ahead.
How much did you miss Coach Schaefer tonight? And
just listen, not only just tonight, just in the preparation, you know, the confidence that I had in him and what we've been doing the last couple of years with the defense. You know, I went to that side of the ball and let Chantel do a lot of the offense this week, which was great. Amber and Pauline helped me defensively. And of course I'm sure we missed an opportunity. We should have had a pay-per-view with a video camera at his house. It would have been worth the price of admission, I can imagine. But, you know, he did all the work just like he always does. He just wasn't there to present it. But, you know, I always miss – he always has 20 to 30 nuggets a game. But what was great was, you know, he prepared. I know he went in there and talked to some of those others. They picked up the slack. Amber turned the lineup in on time, which I would have forgotten about doing. He had her ready to do all that stuff. So, you know, we certainly missed him, but his presence was felt, and it wasn't as if he was completely gone.
Paul, go ahead.
Hey, I mean, to kind of piggyback a little here, did you feel like you made an effort to get to the line tonight? There were times, you know, obviously didn't shoot as many free throws, different type game against A&M, but really pushed it seemed like in the first half to get to the line.
Yeah, and, you know, that was some matchup stuff, and it was some isolation stuff, and I felt like that was kind of the way – I knew they were going to do that to us. I knew that was coming. You know, that's what they do. So I felt like, you know, if they were going to be doing that, it is very important that we do it. We settled for 3 straight jumpers to start, and I was not happy. And then we got back to driving it. So I felt like that was going to be what they did. I felt like we needed to do the exact same thing to get the game going. And I'm sure it was a little choppy. You know, it's like I was telling Phil a second ago. You know, that's probably a season high minutes played by our 5 starters if you add it up, you know, in our games. But the game had so many stoppages because of the free throws. I felt like they were able to play extra minutes. We had a really nice little 6-man rotation, you know, going with Jalen in there. And I thought Destiny Oberg's minutes were really, really important. She moves the ball. She makes it a little bit tougher. And then the other thing, you know, with Taylor Thomas, 9 and 8 and 2, and she switched onto their guards an awful lot. We switched 1 through 5 tonight, and she did a heck of a job on a less than 100% knee.
Hayden, go ahead.
Coach, I know you said this week you had seen really 0 of South Carolina. You know, I know we're going to hear from you a little bit later about them, but how quick do you jump into prep for those guys just as soon as after this ball game's over?
No, I'm going to get some Taco Bell and watch Ted Lasso when I get home. And if y'all haven't watched Ted Lasso, man, you're missing it. It is phenomenal. I will not think about South Carolina. Mario ruined it and showed me the score of the game tonight. So I probably will have a little bit of a hard time falling asleep knowing they beat Vanderbilt the way they did. But we've got to enjoy this one until Saturday. I'll try not to think about South Carolina until tomorrow. But we've played them so much. We've played them in the NCAA tournament. I mean, the SEC tournament. We played them twice last year. So hopefully we can get that done late Friday night or early Saturday morning before we practice.
Real quick, if I could, what did you see from Amber tonight?
Just steadiness, just a steady, calming voice. I've asked her to be our energy, and I saw her picking people up. I saw her going to people that might have made a mistake and telling them it was okay. You know, I thought she was very selective. You know, she scores 12 points on 7 shots, got 3 rebounds, which that's a big guard type thing to do, kept people in front of her. You know, people tried to go at her a few times, and I thought she did a good job keeping the ball out of the paint. But she's our voice. She's very vocal, and it was so good to have her back. We certainly missed her the other day against Texas A&M, and just her presence has a calming effect on me. I know that because she's very easy to coach. She's never got body language or words that detract. She's always building her teammates up. And that's a much needed thing. And we certainly missed it on Sunday or against A&M, and it was great to have her back.
Thank you, sir.
Yep. All right. Thanks, y'all.
Thanks, everybody.